All right. Ugh. Trying to wake up. Doing an early stream. Morning stream again. It's like get the gaming out of my system before I start the serious day. Ugh. Like, when we landed back here on Silva, I was a little daunted. Like, I suddenly realized that there wasn't a whole lot of power structure built at the base. And I was like, well, crud. I'm going to have to go and collect a bunch of stuff and build power equipment. Well, I'm such a doofus, actually, because all I actually have to do, although that was actually a great stopping point, so I'm glad I stopped and glad I didn't realize this, but all I gotta do is walk over to the launch pad and complete some quests, and I believe I'm going to be handed some large solar and wind, maybe, here. Let me see. I think that's what I was supposed to get. Yeah, like, let's see. Rewards from thin air. Okay, we're gonna get a gas canister for use here. And some bytes. Good deal. And then, yeah, let me see. Medium battery reward, large wind turbine, and large solar panel. First I'll have of their kind. That's really cool. Alright, our gas canister. We're going to need an atmospheric condenser here, and that gas canister will go to use there. Uh, and do we even have a large printer on this planet? Yeah, we do. Okay, I need to stop. I need to put a little gap between these or something so that I have a place to walk. I can get over here without having to walk all the way around. But this is awesome right here. This right here is so awesome. Actually, this needs a platform. Oh my goodness. I need platforms for them. Well, shoot. Let's see about getting a platform made. I do have dirt here. Enough dirt to start some resin. Let's get some resin going. This happens all the time. It is so weird. How do you... Oh, okay. So that iron probably didn't relocate to that. It probably got dumped there when the thing stopped. You will see that happen, though. Like, strangely enough, like, I don't know if... Maybe they fixed it when they did the update that added the power stuff, but you would come back into your save to find random things sitting on top of your cans. Like, that's not entirely random to have a piece of iron on top of your hematite, though. Like, that seems kind of, like, funny. But, I would come in and find gases sitting on top of my resin cans and all sorts of weirdness. Alright, I need 3 slots. I got 3 slots. Let's get our platform made. Actually, that one's cheaper. Let's use this one. Like, this platform actually has a legitimate use now. I'll save on resin by making a couple of these. I'll take that. Yoink! Oh, there's all my dirt. I was talking about I didn't have any empty cans. Like, it's because it's all filled with dirt right here. I was like, where'd all the cans go? Sitting right here. And it's like, where are all the cans at? Oh, maybe right there. Maybe. Just maybe. Right there. Alright. Let's walk around here. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be glorious, I know it. Let's plug it up. Plug it up. Plug it up. Cabled in. Nice. Now let's get our next one made. Squeeze between there. It used to really suck trying to print things like large things because it used to be if there was anything right here at all, the printer would be like, nope, I don't have room to print it. Like, the funny thing is too, it always comes out as a box, a small box right here. No matter what you're printing, what you're printing on, it always arrives as a box, right in dead center. It is never as big as the object. But they'd always be like, no, I can't print it because there's something there. It'd be if you were standing there. Like, it didn't even have to be an object. If you were standing there, they'd be like, nope. But there was a niceness that we don't have anymore, at least as far as I've seen. You used to be able to stick printers on all kinds of storage and still print with them. Like, they could hang off the sides of, so you could be running with them on storages on vehicles and printing. Ooh, listen to the noise it makes. Oh, and now that that's going, I don't have any sphalerite. Darn it. I'm gonna say, let's go get some lithium and make us a large battery, but I don't actually have any sphalerite here. Uh, or a large battery, a medium battery, I mean. Oh, let's pop this bad boy open. We've got to get batteries to be storing all this power that we're producing now. Let's get our large solar panel deployed. Very cool. Nice. Very nice. Alright. So let's get us some sphalerite. Whee! Alright. Around the corner we go. There's sphalerite right over here. I need like... Might as well get like 4 pieces. Or keep going until my can is full. My dirt can. That'd be a good stopping point. Get as much as I can. Oh, no. You know, I might actually... Oh, look, there's some laterite and compound right there, too. That's cool. I might have to build upward. You know what? Wait. Resin? It says there's resin down there. Huh. Alright, my can is full. And I don't have really nearly a piece, so let's just go and head back. Cook up some zinc. Get us some medium batteries going. What did I do with that other RTG? And another QT RTG. Where did I stick that bad boy? Oh, I stuck it on the side of the hab. That's right. Okay, so time to cook some sphalerite. Let me see here. We need some additional storage. We're going to try to point at that printer. For now, we need one. Yeah, one of those bad boys. So we can take this bad boy off, as it is full. Sit it there. Get that bad boy deployed there. Yeah, cook that sphalerite. Okay, so that's on the way. And we actually need another platform. This one has to be a big boy. Pick that up. More resin. Resin is like one of the most do all things you need early game. Resin is used for every freaking thing. We need one of those. Gimme. 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 Now for the batteries. Where are you, Mr. Medium Battery? There you are. Alright, medium batteries. There we go. Now that power has some place to go when it gets generated. Alright. Good deal. Okay. Our atmospheric condenser. Actually, I'm going to just kind of have it live over here. And we got some extenders, right? See, what you do is you grab your cable, and then while you're holding it, like, you don't even have to hold the button. When you just grab it with the trigger, it just sticks until you hit the trigger again. But while you're holding it like this, if you've got the, as you can see, the extenders are up on my right shoulder. So you just push the shoulder button and it's associated with that spot. Bloop. You can get your cable plugged. It just pops right there. You can manipulate it, and unfortunately I just broke it. So, but or you could just sit it like that. Let me see. If I go out from each, yeah, there we go. So there we go. That's how we want it to be. Actually, I want to scoot you a little more like that. That's. I'm just trying not to obscure my ramp down. I want it like right here, but not obscuring my ramp down. I like that. That looks good. Alright, so we have our iron here. So we want an atmospheric condenser on this planet. This platform is for that. And we're going to get gas storage going for it. We need to make tons of gas here. Like, we need tons of hydrogen here. Where? Keep forgetting where things are on this base because I spent so much time with the other one. We need Mr. Atmospheric Condenser. Yeah, glass and plastic. That's what I thought. And don't tell me we don't have any of those things lying around. We don't have any of those things laying around. Okay, Mr. Iron, you're going to hang out there. We can make plastic, I think. Yeah, we need carbon and compound. We've got those. There's a little bit of carbon and compound. Whip up our plastic, but I do not see quartz. Where did I ever find quartz on this planet? Surely I did. Let's go have a look around. This is where we were getting laterite. There's some quartz right over there. I need some compound, though, to make tethers. And I just used the last piece of compound, I think. Making plastic. So, let's head over here. Oh, darn it. My dirt can's still full. I forgot to grab the empty one. Oh! This is where I was getting quartz. Alright. Cook up the quartz. And it's time to swap out my dirt cans. Or at least grab the empty ones. Stick the full one, right? Oh? Okay, there's the glass we needed. What did I do? Oh, the plastic's still on the... Grab that. Printer up. Good deal. So cool. Those two generators there, the wind and solar, they give us power for days. What's it take to unlock those? Because those are going to be very useful on other worlds. I got to get the materials to make them. We're going to need one of these on Glacio. Like, this will really make our day. A couple of these on Glacio will make our day. Like, it'll make life so much easier there. So, objective will be to construct or at least gather the materials for a couple of those to take with us. There we go. Atmospheric condenser. So, as I said, the things you can get on Silva, nitrogen, and hydrogen. And we are going to need a lot of hydrogen. So we're going to use a continuous flow of power from our base here to produce hydrogen after hydrogen. Fill this bad boy up full of hydrogen. Because our goal is now to make hydrazine. As a matter of fact, I believe that's one of our quest-related things here. Okay, so actually next up, I think we need to go for shred, scrap, and trade. We need to actually make a trade platform and complete a trade with it, and that will give us another QT RTG to use. So that's one thing. Plus that'll allow us to get some materials without having to leave Silva here. So how do I want to do that? I'm considering where I want to put my trade platform and everything. Let's take this organic off that freaking buggy. That's not really going to do anything on there. How do I do what I want to do? How do. Yeah, right? Okay, so this thing has officially... Oops. I didn't see that coming. I should have seen that coming. Stick that over there. Let's take you, put you on there, so it fills full of dirt again. And, we really need to generate some compound. Let's get some compound made up. But next up, we kind of need... I'm trying to think of what we need for the trade platform. Like, how do I want to do that? Trade platform costs 1 compound, 1 tungsten, 1 iron. So, tungsten, iron, and compound. Let's go ahead and start printing it. But you see, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of platform I want to put it on. I think I kind of want to put it on one of these weirdo platforms here. I think I kind of want to stick it on one of these. XL XL platform, 3 resin, 750 bytes. Let's whip up one of those. 1, 2, 3. I think that's actually a large printer thing. Now, if you want to conserve power, by the way, you can actually build a thing, a splitter, and it allows you to regulate power flow. You can cut like the percentage of power flow that gets devoted to making hydrogen. But me personally, like, I just kind of keep everything at the same pace. Why not? Unfortunately, we've burnt all the energy for this base. We have depleted everything. What is running this thing anyway? This was a wind-powered one. Come on, come on. Just waiting for the sun to come up or the wind to blow. Something. We do need more power generation about the base. So I should construct a wind turbine. A medium wind turbine to slap on the base. I've got a slot open over there. Just need some go grab some laterite. Get some laterite. We'll grab some ceramic. I think we got our clay. We gotta go grab some clay, I think. So, that's where the quartz is. That's where the, this is where we're getting the sphalerite too. Okay. It's so funny that everything's all just packed right here. Like, all grouped up for me. We got so lucky here on Silva. What was up with Novus landing there and like go down there and there's freaking nothing and having to go forever in any direction to get anything? That's crazy. But let's dig up some more of this laterite. I need to grab some compound, make more tethers to have on me. Quite the hole we have here. It just seems to be more and more laterite too. Having trouble reaching it now though. Alright, got quite a bit of laterite now. Our supplies of aluminum have grown again. Now, I bet you're wondering why this platform. Well, it's because of automation. No! Dang it! Alright, Mr. Oh, Jeep. Buggy, out of the way. I want to experiment with this platform and automation, so I'm using it. Alright. Lock her down right there. That's good. Record. Get our platform. Yep, that's how I want it to be. But we're going to need a lot more scrap if we're going to use that. So let's go get us some scrap. Oh. Swap you for you. Why did that do that? That's not what you were supposed to do. Dagnabbit. Put you there. Take you. Okay, we got empty dirt cans. Oh, and we also need to find clay. Out there. Stop you on there. Go ahead and cook some more aluminum. Actually, you know what? We actually had a ton of aluminum. Whatever. I should have taken that with me, actually, to open cans if I found any for research. But whatever. There's the research on this planet sucks. So let's just get going and find us some clay. We're gonna find some clay and some scrap. There was clay right here. Let's see if there's any left. Says there's some somewhere. I remember to pull the vehicle closer, considering it's my source of oxygen and power out here. Mostly because I gave it my source of power. My little RDG. Alright, no more clay left. Let's hit the road. Oh yeah, the red markers for that big old thing. I forgot about you. Let's grab the research booger, because why not? It'll be some bites. Speaking of which, are we still getting bites from, There's two buttons that open that now. That's really silly. No, we are no longer getting bites from, Nova Space. So... What is green beacon again? I forget what I used the green beacon for, because I'm so used to using these beacons for nav. Oh, that's right, malachite. We have some malachite up here. And my inventory is kind of empty-ish. Maybe I should grab malachite since it's opportunity. Do an opportunistic snag of the malachite. What did I just say about pulling my thing closer? I still forgot to do it. Come here, Mr. Tractor. You can get right up in here. You're tiny. I don't know why I keep thinking I can't take you places. Let's try not to destroy the research doohickey up there, I guess. I don't think that's going to work out, though. Because I'm digging all this copper out of here. Should have brought more cans with me. I know I'd be digging up a mountain, though. It's alright. I think we'll get plenty of dirt to make up for our burnt dirt. It's not in short supply. We got several planets worth of it. Okay. That's quite a bit of malachite. Is there still any left at all? Oops. Ow! Get back on there. Yeah. Still some in there somewhere. This is one of the larger malachite deposits I've found. Let's not dig the tractor into a hole. It's funny, you can... That mountain is so hard to dig up, you hit the regular dirt and it's like... Get all used to digging one and then you hit the other. It's like, oh, hey, what? Come on. Not very densely packed in here, that's for sure. One of these days I'm just gonna have to go to a planet where this stuff is major and just really go to town on it. Because I want to so bad. I am so sick of digging up these measly deposits here. Especially because I'm digging a giant crater. Alright. I give up. Let's change that to... Oh, I see more right there. Alright, so, instead of getting the things we came for, instead of finding clay or any of that, or scrap, we've sidetracked, found a whole ton of copper. Okay. Oh, I've still got some laterite with me. Dang it. I keep forgetting that spot's actually open. We're gonna leave you here for now. I gotta change the color on that so I know this is a resource node that I was digging at. I'm gonna come back and find that, and I'll be like, I'll look around and find like one piece of copper and be like, this is what I left this here for? Why did I do that? In future me will be like, what's wrong with you, old me? Past me? What'd you do? What'd you do this for? Ooh! Here we go. There's a research can. Is that a medium wind turbine intact over there? Of course it is. Of course it is. You know what I didn't bring? Any sort of beacon. Why? Why do I do these things that I do? Alright. So, I already feel like the tractor is not enough. I want to move on to a full-scale rover. What do I need for those? Certainly not that. Get off the vehicle. Open the research doodad. Alright, large rovers are rubber and aluminum alloy. Aluminum alloy is copper, which we just acquired, and aluminum, which we just acquired. And rubber is organic and resin, if I recall right. And, yeah, we can make those. Let's 5,000 bytes research data. Let's just get on the serious roving business here. Let's just get in the serious roving business. And in fact, since we're doing that, we're talking scrap here. Like, this little tiny scrap and doodad is not really cutting it. Let's go ahead and what is the extra large scrapper cost? Tungsten carbide. That's I think tungsten and carbon and steel. Okay, steel is a barrier there. We cannot do steel yet. We need argon. We could go with a large shredder. A large shredder might very well cut it on this planet. And there's just 2 iron and a tungsten carbide. It might be worth investing in that. I just hate making things that like eventually become obsolete. Because you get the extra large shredder, then it's why is there even a large shredder around? You're like, I don't need this anymore. Sometimes you can shred them, but maybe we will. Like let's just hold off on that until we make our trip to Glacio. If I could just get an atmospheric condenser ready, the materials for it, take to Glacio, get a Glacio base set up, you know, and get atmospheric condensing going on there. We need a better shuttle. I think we need titanium alloy for the freaking better shuttle, though. For the big boy. Yeah, titanium alloy. That's quite the step right there. See, there's a new way of playing. It's been established by this by this quest system. And the quest system has diverted me from my usual course of actions. I probably just should have shot for Glacio. Said forget the lithium and just like struggled on Glacio to get my iron and titanium and got back here. And then we would just been pumping stuff out. Alright. We had no success whatsoever. we came across malachite. Got us. She's gonna net us some copper. So it wasn't a complete wash, but well, that is actually kind of neat. Like, since it doesn't have the power to send through, and this is a one-way transition here, it doesn't have the power to send through, so it just stopped. I'm actually surprised we're struggling. Atmospheric condensing, though, is some serious business. So what's the medium shuttle cost? Aluminum alloy times 1 and 2 ceramic. That would give us some much better carrying capacity. I just hate these, you know, this shuttle's going to stick around once I build it. I don't need it anymore. It's just going to sit here. Like, hmm. You see, it's times like these where I'm just completely filled with indecision. We must unlock this and this. These are things we need for our base now. Now. Um, let me see here. Those make our lives better. And let's go ahead and just go medium. Like, we'll go medium and we'll upgrade to large, like, later. The medium will carry us to Glacio and get us set. And then from there on, we'll, you know, we'll move to large. We'll maybe even build large on Glacio ourselves. Like, I'm gonna need to take a shelter with me. So that's neat, though. I don't have to worry about an oxygenator because shelters provide that. So, and I can already make those, which is unusual at this point in the game. All right, we're doing it. Research medium shuttle. First things first, let's go ahead and build our shuttle. Medium shuttle, 2 ceramic. So, what we need to do... This is a mess around here. It's a downright mess. Let me take the copper, the aluminum, some of that, so that can finish cooking. So, we only need 1 aluminum alloy, right? That's incredibly cheap, too. So, we're going to make some aluminum alloy, which is just aluminum and copper. We're going to put these over here, this aluminum and copper, because I am sure I'm going to need aluminum alloy in the future. Oof! Stop it! Okay, aluminum alloy. Now we got all that's cooked. Let's take that off there. And we need to cook this right here. Yeah, that stuff. We need to cook that stuff. And no! Oh my god, you're not locked down. Crap. Lock. Dang it. Alright, give me that. And that. And we'll take our full ones. Stick those on there. Cook this malachite. 2 of them. But we need the carbon. Carbon, carbon, carbon. Yeah, now at this point, we need to mass produce carbon. Like, we need massive carbon production going on. Because we need plastics, like out the wazoo. How are we doing on the... Wow, the hydrogen can is already almost half full. That is great. So we're going to have to go ammonium hunting at some point soon, too. Because we're going to need some ammonium. That's right! Our new shuttle needs a new shuttle engine. These stupid, disposable solid fuel thrusters are a thing of the past. We need ourselves a hydrazine thruster. We need one more. We're going to have to make one more disposable flight, though, actually. Because we need steel. And steel is made with argon, which we will find on Glacio. Darn it! Darn it, darn it, darn it. Our current solid fuel thrusters blown out there. How do... Oh, I went to DeSolo. I was like, how do I have 2 of these already? Like, where did I get 2 of them from? Is that researchable? Like, how do I have 2 of these already? Alright, so... Not the carbon cooked. Okay. Now that carbon is cooked. I need ceramics. So we're gonna go ahead and get us some more clay. We're just gonna make clay. Alright, carbon is going here. We're stealing this thing that's nearly covered in compound. And we're switching this to plastics. Why did you drop on the ground? Okay. This. That. Let's start straightening this mess up. Medium resource canister. Go. Okay, so glass is the problem at the moment. We're going to need some tons and tons of quartz here. I'm going to take you and just stick you on there. 1, 2 clay. Cook those. Let's go back and grab that wind turbine real quick because our base is suffering from an extreme lack of power. Let's get the research booger on the researcher. So that I have room for said thing. And this doodad needs to go on our researcher too. Yep, swap with that. And we'll stick that, yeah, right over there is good. For now, that is good. Boop, boo! Unplug it. Let's get out of here. Let's go get that thing. So many things to do. I just love these little QT RTGs, man. They provide so much power. Just having a continuous source of +1 power is actually like crazily nice. You would be surprised what you can accomplish with just +1 power. Just +1 power per second. Like, you can do so much. Is this platform actually just busted, or... Yeah, it is a debris platform. It's funny because it's nearly intact. And let's complete this one piece of debris here. Dig that. Pick that up. There we go. Let's get the rest. I knew I was going to get a piece of organic out of that. Alright, that's a good deal. Scrap it out. We certainly got enough power to run that little tiny scrapper. Hey, actually, you know what? I don't need these power cells. I was just going to leave them here. But the truth be told, I figured I'd come back for them someday and use them for something, but no. I am not going to. I have no use for the power cell. Just scrap that out. Just get that scrapped out. I got really... Who wants a non-reusable power source? Like, especially when you have a QT RTG. You can just snap on ya. It's like, oh, I can produce something that will produce a little bit of power and then disappear. Or I can just snap on this thing that produces continuous forever power. These are nice though. Let's not scrap those. Extenders are always good. Like, it's good to keep them. That way you don't ever have to waste copper making them. I don't know that I've only made extenders maybe like a couple times ever. Oh, dang it. I done messed up. Because I should have filled up this other one first. That's the way you do it. I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I know it does when considering the current scrap mission. But I'm currently working on the mission board mission, in which we need to send scrap off on this regular scrap platform. So once you pick those up, they are permanently a bundle. So you've got to keep that in mind. I just kind of screwed up again. I'm going to wind up with 2 partial bundles here. But look, we've nearly got an entire piece of scrap. Let's just try to actually get one. There we go. I don't know what resource I'm going to send off for. Like, let me think. Oh my gosh. I researched that shuttle. I could have sent off for titanium. What am I thinking about here? I could have sent off for the piece of titanium I needed. I can't send off for the steel for the booster, but I could have sent off for the titanium. It's expensive, but I can use the aluminum alloy for something else. So maybe I should just go ahead and research it and build it anyway. Yeah, screw it. We'll be doing it soon. One way or another, we'll be using one of those soon. So, we've got our 2 pieces of scrap here. Let's head on home and gather our quartz. We're gonna go around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes, right? You know how it goes? She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. I can't sing, I know. I'm hurting everyone's ears. Oh, look! It's a baby wind turbine. Another one. There we go. I've still got compound on me. Yuck! I've got compound on me. Right? Isn't that how it goes? Alright. I don't have any scrapper doodles left. Do I? Nope. We've been turning them all into real scrap. Grind it up. Yeah. I don't know what we need for 2 pieces of titanium. Oh. Yeah, I'm going the right way. There are 2 mountains here, though. I didn't even notice. There's like a little gap between them. Everything. Are you graphite? Oh my gosh. Look at all that malachite. Alright. That looks like graphite. It is indeed graphite. How much of it is there, though? I'll kill this research node, but... Graphite! Please. Give me graphite. Alright, let's bring the tractor closer. Because she thinks my tractor is sexy. Right? That how it goes? Isn't that what it's supposed to say? Thanks, my tractor's sexy. Oh, I can't take the research bugger because we are full up. Is there really any graphite left in here? Oop, oop. There's supposedly some right here somewhere. We might have got it all. Wait, wait. Right here somewhere. Somewhere there's a bunch of resin and a graphite. Ugh. Digging all this up for a little piece of graphite. Oh, there's the resin. I see it now. Oh my gosh. Well, let's go. Our dirt cans are full, and I got one piece of graphite out of that. We can make use of that. Be nice to just find one big old deposit of graphite. Alright. Hook her back up. Let the base have all the power. This does not need to live here. God, why are you walking so slow, man? Move it. Up. There we go. Actually, I'm glad I got that compound. Let's use that to put those tethers up there that I wanted up there. Zoop! Alright. Power cells. Oof. Yeah, what a waste of graphite. We do not want to use you in power cells, buddy. Let's get a packager going. Alright, time to test this out. Put you on this big piece of debris here. Ooh, that just created a small one. Small box of debris. What is that worth? Oof, 175. Not much. Well, this is going to be a hard contest. I'm going to need to build scrappers everywhere. Okay. So we want titanite. So it's 2 scrap for every 1 titanite. So we need 4 scrap for 2 pieces of titanite. Oh, I got 1 here. We're gonna repurpose that one. That would speed things along for our mission. Actually, not do that right now, and instead put it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 2 titanite, right? So titanium alloy, graphene. Son of a! I gotta get graphite and ammonium. Ugh. All right. Quartz problem first. Let's go solve our quartz problem. Whoa, wait. I've got full cans. Don't want to take full cans with me. Mr. Empty Can. Oh, I got this tiny wind turbine not doing anything in my pocket. For now, you'll live here with the rest. There we go. When the wind is blowing, we are almost feeding the machine. And eventually it's going to be done with its job. Oh, that blob got researched fast, didn't it? Do I have any other empty cans? I will in a second. Need to empty this one. Yeah. There we go. I don't need you with me. Who can live here? Right there. Alright. Let's go get some quartz. In case you can't tell, I'm going to be serious about getting quartz too. I brought me a big old resource canister. You know what I forgot to bring though? A little RTG. So we're gonna have to stay plugged in. Oh, floating resources. Darn it. There. Get rid of them. That's how you do that, by the way. You ever see a piece of resource floating, apparently? You just put some dirt around it and dig that dirt out again, and you'll get it. Okay. Backpack is full up. This is our new quartz can. And like, why can quartz first? Because we're going to need so much quartz to make so much glass to make so many more cans. So let's just start with the quartz. Get all the quartz we can. Going. Oh, that's not, obviously not actually quartz. Let's get this laterite off here so I know it's there. Tired of carrying it around with me like a goober. My cans are already full. So maybe I should just go back with what I've got here. because it's a good start. I'm going to need all the dirt I can get. So let's head back with what I got right here for now. Give me those ceramics. Give me that aluminum alloy. Alright, Mr. Ceramics, you're going on here. That's fine, whatever. Alright. An aluminum alloy. We actually need another one of you. You're like, what for, right? Well, I'll show you what for in a second, buddy. Back off. Yes, 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 yes. Give me that. Now we need a little rubbery. And we luckily already had some rubber made, so take that and that. It's time to get real here. We're going for a large shuttle. I actually need to move that ceramic back off there. Darn it. There, Mr. Hematite Can. You're going to sit right there. Mr. Quartz. Oh. Get that researching. Get that printing. Get us a real rover printing. Okay, there we go. Because I want to make a bunch of glass. Do that. Voop. Voop. And this laterite that I'm carrying around will actually go back over here. We used a piece of laterite from there. We're putting it back now. Whew. Okay. We are about done with the hydrogen. You're gonna go live over there because we're gonna need more rubber. Yep, I did already unlock that. So we need one of those. Alright, we'll get our seat installed. Give it a little tiny RTG. Actually, you know what? That's silly. Let's just give it this whole platform here. There we go. And stick that there. So now we need our big old shuttle. Let's go ahead and make that bad boy. Large shuttle. But I need graphite. I need to find more graphite. More graphite badly. And ammonium. We need a ton of ammonium. So, let me see here. We're going to cannibalize some of this ceramic. 1, 2, 3. Alright, give me some of that glass. We're going to switch to plastics. Alright, glass and plastic. Medium resource can. Run another plastic. Grab another glass. Take you. And give you an install right there. Alright. I don't need this full can here. Let's make a new one. Just for now. We're just gonna make a couple of these. We won't need them later, but that's fine. Because they're small. And disposable. Alright, Mr. Little Bitty Scrapper. Your new home is up there. And you don't really need wind power anymore, Little Bitty Tractor. In fact, your usefulness has come to an end, unfortunately. Little minute power generation going there. That's good. That's fine. So we got glass, plastic, 80-bit printer. Gonna make me another one of those. Take you. And you. No. Bad can. Darn it, I didn't see that coming. Stay empty for now. We'll fix that later. Other can, we're just going to stick you right there. And we really kind of need another storage. Another just generic storage. Or do we, actually? Yeah, I'm going to say we do. Unless I want to build another trailer and all that. Which I could. Copper, aluminum, copper, aluminum. No, we'll hold off for now. We just need graphite. Just need graphite. And no, I need a place to store stuff, actually. Like, I do need a place to store stuff. Let's do it. I've got another idea. Let's just go ahead and use up all our ceramics. We can make more. This should work fine. Aren't you done? Oh, we're gonna fill up those two spots too, and the front. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. We'll use it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna grab some resin? Resin? You know more resin? Okay, I guess we're gonna make resin. Get some more empty cans. Well, I guess we're not going to get any more empty cans yet, but... Oh my goodness, I just realized something. We need to start making nitrogen as well. So, these little blobs need a new home. And make another plastic. No, I don't need plastic for this. Darn it. Ugh. We will need plastic eventually, though. Actually need this. Silicone. We're gonna need to go collect more quartz again soon. Because what's it cost to make a shelter? It does come from a small printer, doesn't it? Maybe not. Oh, did we not unlock shelter tech? Did we just get given a shelter and I didn't unlock it? That might be the case. Yeah, they just gave us the hardware. They didn't unlock the tech. So one silicone, one graphene to make a field shelter. So we need one of those. It's one silicone, one graphene. So as long as we make sure we save one silicone for that. See, I just worry because we've got 5 uses of methane and that's it. Like, we'd have to go back to, if we use that up without making our shelter, we'd have to go back to freaking what's this place to get more. We don't want to do that. Let's whip up one more of these. Quartz is a problem at the moment. Darn it. Have to farm more in a minute. Okay, there's our silicone. Now that I have silicone, need some glass. Oh, Mr. Small Printer. Whip up a medium gas canister for other major gas for this planet. There we go. Let's unlock that tech too, because we're going to need it. Okay, so begin making nitrogen while we're gone. Oh, actually, I forgot. Need a medium storage as well. At least one of those. Oh, I didn't realize I was already holding a piece of resin. Stick you somewhere. Stick you on there. 'Cause, yeah. Not. Oh, come on. Pop open. There we go. Alright, let's go. Oh, quartz for beacons. What if I want to mark something? Darn it! Never! Never enough. Let's forget it. Get halfway down here and I'll be like, wait. Let's make this a serious trip. Come with me. Come with me if you want to live, little Cam. Yeah, just... Yeah, very good. That's what I want you to do. Good job. Oh! You plugged the hole. Oh, we go. Oh. That scared the crap out of me. I thought it fell on through. It did fall on through, but not, like, to where I thought it did. I thought it would just keep going down. Like, so who knows where it would have wound up. I would have been very sad. Would have had to go make another can. Start my whole quartz project again. Okay. My God, look at all the quartz. I don't mess around with quartz deposits, man. Once again, dug through the level below. Just like with the laterite. My goodness. I love farming quartz. It always turns out like this. Alright, we've got more dirt. Might be time to get serious about our dirt situation. Now I'll sit you here. I just need a couple pieces of quartz. Thank you. Oh, I already had like a couple pieces. Let's make it. I'll find I need it if I don't have it. Alright, off we go. Take the itty bitty scrap. Where does that go? Oh, look, there's sphalerite down there. Huh. Make some more scrap. All the batteries in this rover aren't very big. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. Look at that. Exactly what we're looking for. Oh, I forgot to empty my stupid cans. Luckily, base is right there. Anywho, as I was talking about, let's get serious about our dirt situation here, too. Let's stop messing around here. These itty bitty cans have got to go. No, put that back. That's not what I wanted. Put it back. Yes, thank you. I want plastic. Glass. There we go. Medium soil fuel fluid canister. There we go. Get me one of those made up. Thank God. Let's just put it right here and deploy it. Oh, there, buddy. Now turn off. Oh, dang it. Fine, whatever. That works too, I guess. I'll just take that one off. And I've got all of those I can hold for the moment. So we're just going to stop messing with that for a second. How many of these do I got? Okay, whatever. Let's get some serious dirt going on here. Alright, Mr. Canister. It's your time to shine. Here's our new graphite canister. Goofy me. Pull closer. Oh, darn it. Get on there. What? No. Turn that off. Good grief. Let's take these beacons off. That'll make my life easier. Can't believe how much graphite is right here. This is probably one of the larger graphite deposits I've seen on Silva. Those thunks are the sounds of my dirt cans filling up, I think. Still not entirely. No, they're the sounds of graphite accumulating. What am I thinking? Huh. I know that. I don't know if they have a sound for the full dirt cans. We're gonna have another giant hole over here, that's for sure. So we need a lot of graphite. Alright, need back out of the hole. Alright, 11 graphite's a good start. Because we need to go grab some ammonium now. But, let me see here. What is the exchange rate on graphite on the soil centrifuge? I'm pretty sure you can get graphite from the soil centrifuge, but the exchange rate is too terrible. It's not worth it. If it was really bad. So yeah, let's not take that route. Instead, let's empty our dirt cans. And take that stupid thing with us. I should have thought of that from the beginning. There we go. Now let's go find some ammonium real quick. But as we go by here, we're going to stop. Just as a little reminder, that's still a little bit there. I wish we could, like, label them. But maybe that's coming soon. I must have already collected the little bits there. And you know what? It's gonna stay for now. We'll get real scrapping operations going soon. What's over here? This is the area where we would normally find ammonium, so let's have a peek around here. Those extenders, yes they are. Alright, Mr. Extenders. Get stored. Hey, actually, what would you package up into, Mr. Rover? Oh, before I do this too, let's scan that plant thing. Just in case it might disappear. Yeah, if I grabbed a packager and hit the rover with the packager, what would it become? Can I scrap this seat in my little bitty scrapper up there? Nope. I can't stick it on there, because that looks cool. Oh, that's not free yet. Dang it. Can you scrap in the scrapper dapper? I don't believe so. You just have to stay right there. Okay, let me have a piece of graphite, please. Alright, Mr. Graphite, quit being silly. Get back on there. Alright, packager, please. No, power cells. God, would I be upset with myself if I accidentally made some of those. I wish they'd turn that recipe back to whatever it was. I'm pretty sure graphite was not used for that before. It is a waste of graphite to do that. Alright. Put it on the vehicle. Oh, yes, it's a medium-sized scrap box. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. You go right there. I see a research bugger. Might as well grab it. Ah! I see ammonium. That's what we're here for. These rocks get on my nerves. Let's get this ammonium up. And grab my other can here. Take this laterite right here. Move it there. Get you deployed. And let's dig. We're gonna wind up with a whole ton of organic here too. Closer. There we go. Now let's move closer. Unload this organic. That works. Let's just fill that slot so things don't go into it. There we go. Make my life a little easier. I got more organic again. We got all this organic contamination in our ammonium here. Dump that in there. Darn rocks should disappear. Now we've run into compound. Alright, I'm just borrowing that. Dang it. This is like one of the largest ammonium deposits I've ever found as well. This is crazy. This is some good luck. You find ammonium deposits this big on other planets. I don't think I've seen them often on Silva, though. Might as well get all the bites we can get, right? Don't currently have any research going, I don't think, so... It's like just a whole bunch of ammonium deposits formed together. Ooh, another research bugger. Don't mind if I do. Oof, actually. Mr. Research Bugger, you have to go back here because we're going to need that spot for our ammonium can. Duh. Get on there. Oh. I want you right there. There we go. Whoops. No, Mr. Ammonium. Alright, good deal. How much ammonium are we at now? 18? Woo! Man. I can't believe how much ammonium is here. It's nice to have major soil storage now. So I'm not, like, wasting so much dirt digging these giant holes. I can actually make use of what I'm digging up. 100%. Use every part of the buffalo, you know? That kind of thing. Uh... Oops. Come on. Up, 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 up. You can do it. Come on, little Astroneer. There. Slap that on there. Climb my way back out of this hole. Good deal. Oh, I thought I saw some more ammonium over there, but I didn't. But I did see this. Look at that. A double wind turbine. Oh, man. It's a double wind turbine. What does it mean? Right? Right? Nobody living in that? Put that there. Shoot, that's the socket for the power. Darn it. Let me see here. What do we want to do? Well, we're going to ditch some organic. Ditch some more organic. I'll slap that bad boy on there. I'll put this in the can. I should have just made cans for organic, too. Ah! Oh, don't skin this crap. Can I not grab that because that stupid tree's in the way? Ah! I was killed by a falling tree. Great. Oh! There's more ammonium right here, too. Alright. Let me see here. Put this in there. Stick the scrap back there. And we're going to plug our RTG into our vehicle. And I think we better head back. I think we have a full load here. And we did pretty darn good. We got a lot of ammonium. Oh, come on. Ugh. Big old boulders. Ah, these stupid trees. Come on. Let me through. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Let's just put that there. And that will provide power for the base. How are we doing? What? You mean to tell me all this time I was gone you didn't do any of this? Oh, I turned off the auto repeat. Darn it. Ah. Alright. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, you come here. I'm pretty sure I can stick you on this. Wait. I need to see what's worth on here. So we got one of those little scrap baskets. Let's see what's worth what on here. Okay, the scrap basket's 25. This is a repackaged scrap platform. So a small scrap box. That's 125. So it's 100 points for that bad boy. What are you worth? Okay, so packaging up those rovers is where it's at. That would net me a good, what, 300 points? So we need to gather those up using packagers. Man, I'm gonna need so much graphite for all this crap. Stick that over in our scrap collection over there. And let's give this little tiny wood turbine a home. It's cute how they make those look like flowers. There we go. Alright. So first things first, let's take our ammonium can here. Oh, a dirt can. Where's my dirt can? Nope, quit. I don't need all these stupid dirt cans on me. In fact, I don't need all of them. Like, we've got extra dirt cans now. See, this is a great thing about having scrappers around, too. You have something you don't need, quite often it fits in some size of scrapper. There's just some things, like that little shuttle that we're going to replace. Unfortunately, does not have... Whoa, look at it sparking and stuff like crazy. That was crazy. I actually made a pile of scrap, which is good. Alright. Let's go ahead and request this Titanite. Oh, and that was a mission complete. That's right. What do we get for that? Oh, that's right. A little QT RTG. I'll take another one. Thank you. Sweet. Alright. What do we get next? Why are you not working? There we go. Oh, arm yourself. Oh, I would have gotten one of those platforms for free. Oh, boo. I need to learn to keep better track of these. Oh, so if I create hydrazine, I get the hydrazine booster. So I don't need to worry about making one. I'm about to get one. That's right. Cool. Okay. Unlock and print probe scanner. That will just grant me one of those jump jet, or a couple of those jump jets. Maybe that's worth doing. Like, I think that requires steel. So I think we're going to be doing that on Glacio. But we totally... Oh, I wish I had done that and just done that. Well, we'll claim that on Glacio, but we'll probably do it here. Well, let's go ahead and complete that, because that was actually the goal a second ago. I'd grabbed... Let's scoot that over. Empty that. No! Dang it. Alright, let's get rid of those extra cans I have now. So the great thing is if I need them again, they're only one resin to make. They're being turned into scrap, which I can use to get resources that are actually more rare than resin by a lot. Okay. They don't make a lot of scrap, but they make a little. That's the cool thing is, like, yeah, you dispose of things you don't need any longer in a scrapper, and then you can buy resources you do actually need. Alright. So, we need to produce hydrazine. Hydrazine. Ammonium, ammonium, hydrogen. That is hydrazine. So, I already got a bottle of hydrogen sitting over here, so let's activate that. Mission complete. There's our hydrazine thruster. Oh, shoot. We got nothing but an old shuttle to stick it on, though. Let's fix that. You should be back now. With my 2 pieces of titanite. That's right. Nice. Alright, let's get this titanite on the Barbie. Throw a couple titanite on the Barbie. Those. And let's take our hydrazine. Turn that back off. We're now going to be producing titanium alloy. So I need graphene. Graphene is graphite plus hydrazine. We made our hydrazine. We're going to need 2 of these, actually. So, no, there's a little trick to this. Let me show you a little trick. We want to make... We want to make some plastic. For plastic, I need carbon and compound. I currently have a compound shortage. Alright. Carbon. That's all I need now. I think... Yep. Let's grab some organic from here and cook our organic. Throw some organic on the Barbie. What? Alright. Cook on... I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Slap you on there. Make some plastic. What did I do with the quartz? Ah, that's right. Throw more quartz in the Barbie. Cook up some quartz. So, quartz, plastic, and let's grab our tiny printer. That fluid and soil canister, guess what? It's not just for soil. It's for fluids as well. Hydrazine is a fluid. So here's a little tip and trick for you here. Make up one of these bad boys. on, grab it already. Take it. Put it right here. Pop it open. Drop your hydrazine into it. Put it in fill mode. Flip it between fill and empty real quick. Look what you get. You get a third of the way full can of hydrazine. The rest of hydrazine is actually still in the container. So you haven't used up all the hydrazine that was in that canister. You've contained some of it. The funny thing about graphene is it says it requires hydrazine and graphite. Well, funnily enough, it doesn't need a whole bottle of hydrazine. It'll use it if you give it to it. But watch this. My 1/3 can and one thing of graphite. We're going for graphene. See? 1/3 a can of hydrazine and 1 graphite. And we're gonna make graphene. Bing, done. See, you'll save yourself a lot of hydrazine if you make one of these bad boys to put all your hydrazine in. That's how you do it right there. And you know what? Let's just spend a minute making some of this. Like, we're just gonna make a whole bunch of hydrazine. Oh, disable output. Disable output, put that in there. Okay. Funny thing about dark canisters is they're something you make and have to exist continuously. Hydrazine canisters only exist when you put hydrazine out. Like, they come into existence. Same goes with gas canisters. You don't make them, they just are. So we're going to make hydrazine by the boatload. Oh, we need some hydrogen. The hydrogen on there. And we're going to just tell this to repeat until it runs out of hydrogen. Make a whole bunch of hydrazine. We will always need hydrazine. So, like, just make a bunch of it. Just, like, tons of it. Like this, like these nitrogen and hydrogen. You might as well produce as much of that as you can get made. Just get it all. Get it all. Just do it all. In fact, how much ammonium do we have left? Like, you'll blow through ammonium really fast. Although I think we'll run out of that hydrogen first. But this is where those big platforms come in handy. Like, we're going to be making those soon. You can store so much stuff on them. Like, that this machine can just continuously draw from all 3 ingredients. I'd have that giant canister of hydrogen on there with this big can of ammonium full. Oh no. Oh no. No, what just happened? I don't even know if I'm still broadcasting. Oh no, Astroneer, what'd you do? What happened? Oh gosh, how much did I lose? Oh, I would. The most I could have lost is from getting off the vehicle when I arrived back at base. But that's still, unfortunately, an unpleasant amount. Uh, oh my gosh. Alright, back to the main menu. That sucked. That really, really sucked. I've not had Astroneer crash in forever though, so cool. I guess. I don't know what all was going on that killed the game, but dang it. Alright, that tells us the date and the time. We lost about 20 minutes. Ah, yuck. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. We haven't even driven back to base yet. Oof. Oh, it's disgusting. Especially because I know once I get back there, the nitrogen thing has not been going this whole time. It really sucks. And there's some oxygen filters on that thing. Oh! Well, we'll come back and get it later. And we're stuck. Oh, this is the two trees I think I tried to get between. Alright. Out. Oh, yeah, there's the hill we went up instead. It's nice. I'm repeating all the same mistakes. Just do it all again. Just do it all again. Make all the same mistakes. Yes. It's so awesome. Alright. First things first. Go get our Titanite. Complete the quest. Oh my gosh! Ah! Jump over it! Come on, I know you can jump, dude. Get that. And the researcher. Take that scrap off there. You go there. Hook you to the base. No. Come on, hook up. Why does he keep grabbing the base hookup? There. Provide extra power to the base. Put this in that and turn on repeat. Fire that up. Got my Titanite. Cook the titanite. Quartz. Oh, that's neat. I turned it off and it didn't suck that other one back in. That's good. So all the things we need to cook are going to cook now. We need plastic. So for the plastic, we need this piece of compound over here. Oh, the organic. I need to cook the organic. Grab the organic. Oh, there's my glass. Oh, I've still got that wind turbine too. Let's go give you your home again. Take that compound that I don't want there. I'll put it over there this time. Take our carbon. Alright, give me plastic. Plastic and glass to make our... Come on. Make our fluid and soil canister. Come on, we're going to be making hydrazine here. Grab this back, put it back on the soil centrifuge platform. Dump all the dirt in it. Alright. And dirt too. Okay, where's... turn that around like that, because I like it like that. I like it like that, man. What can I say? I like it like that. Alright. Repeat make hydrazine. Go. Researcher's empty. Oh crud, it's got nowhere to output the hydrazine to. Ah! Did not think of that. because I did not set it up properly. There we go. There we go. Now you're going to continue auto-producing for me, right? Yep. Okay. Well, let's take all these extra fuel canisters we don't need. You taking over here. Gosh darn it, get on there. That's weird. Let's scrap over. We're gonna just maybe just turn that into scrap. I'll put scrap on that thing. Yep, we're using up all the power now. Does this just not even have enough power to run? Is that the situation? Oh boy. Well, wasn't one of these rewards another RTG? Yep. So for now, put that there. That's enough to power that. So that's at least running for free. Do you stop because you're out of power? Doesn't look like. I mean, it did, but it didn't. Good, the wind's picking up. So we got our titanium cooked. Let's grab the titanium. Oh, come on. I need hydrazine. Is there, like, seriously just not enough base power, period, to do this? Or did it glitch out? Stop it! Oh, it's out of hydrogen. Duh! I had a complete idiotic brain fart right there. Yep. Just gotta kind of let things run for a minute. Where we were set. Uh, throw on some more hydrogen. Oh, we are out. Actually, we're out of ammonium. This is our last batch. Move the ammonium over. Okay. Slap that on there. We're switching to graphene. So, for graphene, remember the trick. Squirt a little out. You just kind of like turn it on and off real fast. And then you get your little bit of hydrazine there. Take the one piece of graphite, and we're going to make some graphene now. Boom. Alright, graphene being made. I need to do this twice. So, squirt. Put that on there. Oh, it went back into the thing, darn it. Gotta put it onto the machine. Make another one. No. No, no, no. Gosh darn it. Alright, another graphene. There we go. Got our 2 graphene without using too much hydrazine. So we're going to take now, move on to titanium alloy. But we need nitrogen for that, which is what this bad boy over here is making. Give us 1 can of nitrogen. Boom. There's our 2 titanium alloy. Now that we have those, you, buddy. I have a storage issue. What is each of these worth? Gosh darn it. $25. Why can't I math this? These are worth 50 apiece. So, the medium boxes, the medium debris, like the rovers I can package and send, they're worth more. These guys might just be worth, like, just scrapping into scrap before sending, because they are worth so little. What's the little package worth again, though? So the little packages. What are you worth? 100? Yeah, package scrap is definitely worth more. So I just need to package up scrap that I find. The kind I can package. The little bits here should be refined if I'm going to send them. But preferably, those are not the best to send at all. Those are best not to send at all. Like, it is best to package up larger chunks of scrap. So we're going to be doing that. Just going to use so much freaking graphite. Alright. Oh, I know what to do. Take this here, take that off for a moment, slap that bad boy on there, fire this up for clay. Take one of these off there, stick it on that storage. We need better power. Big time need better power. Actually, once this project here is complete, I don't really have to run this atmospheric condenser in for a really long time. Alright, now let's grab that platform and put it over there to cook. Do I have any iron left? I don't think so, but I need some. Take my 2 ceramic. There we go. Well, that's printing. Let's turn this quest in. We gained our hydrazine thruster. I think they gave me the recipe to make another one of these, but I don't know why you would ever do such a thing. Once you have one, that'll pretty much do ya. Hey, there's a rover right over there. Man, look how much of that we've already gone through, that graphite. Oh, it is already loose. Yep. Wait a minute. I've never checked. Do these have any? I don't think they have any working plugs. Okay. I was curious, like, I was wondering if you could maybe reuse one of these as a battery. Like, some of the debris platforms actually still have functional power ports and stuff, and can actually be used, sort of used, as platforms. So. See, we're getting somewhere with that. 2 more of those would be worth sending. Look at that big old shuttle coming in. That's coming together nicely. Oh, no! No! Dang it. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, I'll use it. How? How did that happen? Okay. I wanted to cook these. Alright. Get it over there. On the platform. Hey, where'd that can of soil come from? Let's go dump that can that I don't need anymore. We have more than enough. Put that up on there too. And there's more scrap made. Cool deal. Cool deal. There we go. A full-on shuttle. Like a real shuttle. In my opinion, this is the real shuttle. Let's take our hydrazine thruster. Apply it like so. And now the way the hydrazine thruster works, if you haven't seen before, take your hydrazine here. 1 can, 2 cans, 3 cans. Put that back. There are 3 ports on it. Each of these cans is good for 4 trips in the rocket. So like launch, landing, launch, landing, launch, landing, launch, landing. For each can, it fits 3. So that's 4, 8, 12. 12 trips. This rocket will make 12 trips without needing any further refueling. The thruster will not give out. No more of this scrap junk. No more of this crap laying around. Speaking of which, I thought we had 3 of those. Did I repackage one of those into the small debris that's on the thing? I must have. But yeah, no more of that crap. Don't need it anymore. Like, we're not going to blow up any more thrusters. We're just going to use a reusable system. Good deal. Like, the only thing you burn up is your hydrazine. So you got to make more hydrazine, which is hydrogen and ammonium. So you just got to collect ammonium continuously to fuel your flights and whatnot. But that's it. That's it. That's not too bad. Alright, let's see. What can we do here? I was wondering if I could make... that. Okay, no, that requires steel. We do not have steel. That is our current objective, it is to acquire steel. So, now we must begin our preparations to head to, we gotta begin our glacial preparations. First things first, we're gonna manufacture ourselves a shelter. Let's manufacture storage to put stuff on. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need storage. 1, 2, 3. Get that going. I'm thinking. Sorry. Thinking. What do we need here? For now, let's make one of those. That goes there. Deploy that. Alright. We're gonna need a shelter for sure. So, field shelter, graphene and silicone. So, squeeze out a tiny bit of that. Wow, I think yeah, I even managed to only get 1/4 of a can that time. Sometimes you get lucky and get one like that too. 1/4 of a can of hydrazine. A little bit of graphite. Let's make us some graphene. Graphene constructed. And then we needed silicone. So let's print that up. Our field shelter. Now we don't need any sort of oxygenator or anything like that, because we'll deploy that bad boy. Alright. We're going to need an atmospheric condenser there. I think I'm just going to take this one. Like, I'm going to fill up these bottles. And once they're filled, we're done. You don't need it anymore. Uh, hmm. We probably want to take a chemistry lab. We don't want to make one of those there. So, what do we need for a chemistry lab? See, chemistry labs require tungsten. That's what I thought. So we're going to want to take some tungsten, some glass. No! Turn it. Swap for that glass. Thank you. Tungsten, glass. Yep, tungsten, glass, and ceramic. Let's grab our last piece of ceramic. Alright, there we go. We got what we need for a chemistry lab. If we wanted to print one right off the bat. Oh, that reminds me. Let's start getting this mess cleaned up. Alright, we're going to want large wind there. That will help power our base. Oh, we're gonna need medium batteries. We're gonna definitely need medium batteries. 1 zinc. Is that all I've got? 1 zinc. I'm gonna have to go for sapphirolite again. One zinc, 1 lithium. There's our medium battery. You know what? I got 4. Go ahead and just make that chemistry lab. Normally I just take the little ingredients to make things, but that's normally when I've got a lot more 1-slot storage. Right now we are relying on these little medium storages, and those are terrible for 1-slot storage. They're not very efficient with like only 8 slots. So we're going to switch things up. Lock that bad boy down. Oh, there's another soil can I didn't see. Oh, dang it. Stick our graphene can up here. It's not in use. Our nearly empty ammonium can can live there. Our quartz can. Let's see what else I can slap up there. Just pick up these random platforms. No, point at that. Just pick that up, put it there. Stop pointing at things, you idiot. Alright, okay. It's getting easier to manage things now. That's for sure. Alright, stick that in the oxygenator slot. Guess we won't need one of those. Alright. I think I need a can for sphalerite. See if I can make a can for sphalerite. Plastic carbon. We don't have any carbon currently. Nope, I want the organic, not the old platform. Alright. Now I need compound. Let's begin the consolidation. Yeah, there's compound. We'll need more, but for now, slap that together. Oh, one more can and it'll be full with a can sitting on top. Oh my goodness. I'll just take this bad boy with me and we'll make another one if we need one back here. Actually, let's just make one. Take with us. I will need this one here eventually. Iron, glass, and plastic. Cool. Glass and plastic. Okay, let's go. What do I do with all that iron? There's gonna be plenty of iron to be had where we're going. I just made a bunch of... I used it all up? Alright. Alright, iron, glass, and plastic. Let's get us a condenser made. One of those big platforms cost again, a big flat platform, iron and resin. Ooh. I should have been using those, man. Iron and resin. Let's get some resin. Like the old-fashioned way. Why, you might ask? It's because I want to collect all the resin that's in here. And then I want to level off the area. Plus, I'll fill up my cans. Be a bunch of dirt to be had. Oops, I filled my dirt cans at some point without paying attention. Oh, stop that. No, I didn't fill them. There's that one right there. Forgot about you. Good deal. Now I can turn you back on dispense mode. Oh, put you back on the gun. God, I'm like a tiny bit of resin away from another piece of resin. So let's fix that. There we go. Oh, you're done. You're done. Let's take that one little tiny bit of nitrogen and slap it over there. Good deal. The base is now rocking with power. So, we got a bunch of resin here. I don't need to collect any resin from anywhere. Oh, I needed 2 pieces of resin, actually. And I need 2 pieces of iron. And you need to get in the ship. There we go. If I had a ton of packagers, I could totally package up some of these platforms that I'm just about to obsolete at this base. I'll go take a look up here, see if I see any, like, Graphite. Be nice to have some graphite. Grab a research booger. See malachite right there. I can come up and get malachite. Oh, hey, there's weird little tunnels up here. Weird little tunnel guy. Let's take a peek through it. Ha! Mountain tunnel. Oh, what? I hit a tiny little dip there. Oh, there's a whole ton of ammonium over here. Ammonium resonant compound. I guess I know where I'm going for that in the future. Ammonium, that is. I could really use some graphite. Like truck tons of graphite. Oh, darn it. I don't want to put that down. Hmm. This giant platform here is meant to replace some of our platforms here. Uh, yeah, okay. I'm just looking at what I'm going to pull out here. I need a home for antiquated platforms. Till I get a shredder that can shred them. Let me see. What's a winch cost? No, it's a small print device, I think. It's a paver. Maybe I was wrong. Darn it, where is it? Oh, this driving me crazy. Ah, there it is. Rubber and tungsten. Let's make one of those. I've got an idea. You know what? Darn it. Let's drop that. Where's the platform it came off of? There it is. You gotta make sure you do this right. You want to put a bunch of single extenders on one thing. Our path down's right here. Keep that in mind. Hey, we don't need this tether here anymore. Did I ever use tether on that stack? I didn't realize that. For now. There we go. We'll lock her down. Mr. Atmospheric Condenser, you're gonna go live there. And you too, Chemistry Lab. You shall live there as well. And then... I need clay. Lots and lots of clay. Because I need it cooked into ceramics. Oh, large wind. Darn it. I forgot about large wind. We're gonna need that there. Oh, I still have enough points for it. So aluminum alloy, glass, and ceramic. And maybe we should just go ahead and make it. Put it on there. Alright. So aluminum alloy means copper, aluminum. Cook those. I have one piece of glass left.
Aluminum, alloy, glass, ceramic. Print that up. Alright. Now, we need more of these. Alright. So we got our power. We got our first bit of power storage. We're going to need more than just that one battery. We have our shelter. We're going to need substantially more power too. But I hope to find things when we get there and stuff. We should maybe take and print a couple medium turbines to take with us. How much power does this large bad boy put out? 10. The mediums are 5. Heck yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have a couple mediums around. But this is for here. So I'm tempted to take these bad boys with us. Which I think that's what this site will be. It'll be the things that... the mass storage things that matter the most. That back over there. You know what? We could totally use more clay. um, for now, let's take this one piece of wolframite. Stick it over there. You know, this whole thing of wolframite here. Over there. I can research that. And this little light of stuff. For now, we'll put it in that slot. We have more clay to cook. Okay, for now, we need, right now we need plastic. So carbon and compound. Am I completely out of compound? I think I'm completely out of compound. Let's solve that the old-fashioned way. There we go. One piece of compound. Did I get any? Oh, I didn't get any organic. I was like, oh, did I get some organic to cook in our carbon too? That would be handy. But nope. Alright. So, stop there. One, two, three. Switch to storage mode. Empty those. And you know what? One, two, three, four. Oh, that's right. It's not the recipe. Put those back. Get one of those going. That works right there. Oh no, I'm stuck. Ugh. Oh, research complete. Huh. Alright, Mr. Hematite Can. You're actually going with us. Actually, no you're not. Not yet. Let's get you as empty as possible before we take you. Empty a bunch of it out, then take it. Alright. You're gonna live over here for now. Unlock that. Drop it over there. Okay. Mm, let's see about consolidation here. That'll work for now. This platform is locked, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Don't want to accidentally pick it up trying to pick stuff up off of it. That's gonna live there now. Along with that dirt can. Actually, we might want to keep that one sideways like that. Okay. Mr. Furnace, you're gonna go live over there. Another couple platforms I don't need. Try to set it so they're not sitting on top of scrap. Because I don't want a bunch of physics interactions going on. Like they're as they wobble about by themselves. There we go. Which actually, you know what? Darn it. That's silly. I'm being silly. Unlock. Oh, come on. There we go. Now lock it down. There we go. I could probably get away with picking this one up too and scooting it. There we go. That's better. Let's take those with us too, just in case we need them there. Alright, I think I've got to call it here. We've made some serious changes to the base. Uh, things are a lot better now. This is going to work out much better for us. But yeah, I got stuff I got to get done. So I'll have to continue this project later. Oh boy. Like, yeah, we're going to continue our Glacio preparations. That'll be next. We're going to land on Glacio, set up Glacio base, begin researching there like crazy. And then we've got to get the materials we need to get a major scrapping operation running. We're going to be farming a lot of Titanite, a lot of Hematite. You know, get those things going. Get that argon from Glacio and get it back here. Which, that's a thing too. I'm going to need a gas container to take to Glacio. Going to need a glass container. Or a gas container. Gas container, whatever. Going to need one of those on Glacio. See if I can whip that up real quick so I don't forget about it. And put it on this storage here so that it's good to go. I need 2 pieces of quartz for that. What do I have for quartz? 2 pieces. Then I gotta go get more quartz. I'll just have to remember. Go grab more quartz. That'll be my next project. I'll put this bad boy like over here, so hopefully I'll notice. I'll log off staring at it. Actually, I might not need both pieces of quartz. If I had a spare piece of glass, do I have a spare piece of glass? Do I have any glass? That looks like a no. Alright. So that. Cook that. Silicone. So I need a piece of resin for that. I forgot, I was trying to make more plastic. I would not have been able to make this silicone on Glacio. So that's why I'm like, oh, we got to get that going. So silicone, and then we cook some glass. Where'd you go, glass? There you are. Take our glass. Get one of these made, because we're going to need to fill this with argon. Once we fill this with argon, we no longer have to worry about argon again, much like we have plenty of nitrogen and plenty of hydrogen. So we are good on the gens, right? We're gonna need more of those. So yeah, we definitely need to farm more quartz when I continue. Like tons and tons of quartz because we need to make a bunch of resource cans. But time to call it a day. See everybody later. That was a weird echoing noise at the end there. Wonder what that was.